Sent to the future from the year 2000 by a glitch due to the Millennium Bug, I'm adapting to thrive in the peculiar conditions of the 2020s. Join me in a multimedia extravaganza as we surf the World Wide Web, catch up on 2 decades of video games and mess around with creative tools new and old. I'm Millennium Cyborg, welcome to the new millennium. Hey Des, good to see you, thank you for lurking. I was sure I had updated this label just moments ago. There we go. Well, today I pranked myself by sleeping in until 2 PM and now I'm about to prank us all by playing through Mega Race 1, 2 and 3. These are not going to be the highest ranked games on our list, not by far. These are effectively FMV games by Cryo Interactive, especially the first 2. Surprisingly many games in the genre of FMV racing. I know there's at least one Hot Wheels game as well that works that way. Oh, but before that, I touched up the ranking list a bit, and I've added these emojis to give a rough indication of how I felt about each one, because I felt there are generally these divisions, right? At the bottom we've got ampersand that made me physically ill to play. We've got the ones where I had a decent time playing, in the middle. We've got these ones that are sort of, you know, I kind of did not have a good time generally with them. I did not feel like I wanted to continue. We've got some where I really did have fun and I'd like to get better at them, and then there's the ones that I will just load up anytime and have a great time. And I replayed some of these. I booted up XGRA again, F-Zero GX and the other Extreme Gs and all that. I'm reasonably happy with how I ranked everything, and I've refreshed my memory a bit. And I played some Scars because I felt like I replayed Extreme G2 and Scars so that I could get again the feel for what the bottom of the list is really like, because that's what we're going to need for the game to compare against the games we're playing today. Right, I have put it off long enough. So in order to get the opening cinematic, I'm going to have to boot up the game while we're on the game screen. Let's see how that goes. Boabadino, good to see you. Yeah, wow, you don't want to miss a single moment of these amazing games that we are playing today. Alright. It's not to say that they're without redeeming qualities, but they are not good racing games. Let's get started. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I do enjoy Forsaken, and yeah, the PC release was pretty good, pretty nicely put together. Let's get our lighting. Bring the audio down a touch. Actually, I'll bring it down for me as well.
VWBT is proud to present the show that squashes reality like a...
We're going to be watching a lot of FMV today.
You better be ready to Mega Race. And here's your Mega host, Lance Boyle.
Hey, welcome to Mega Race, the action show where violence only happens once every few seconds. Hi, I'm Lance Boyle, and people often wonder if I'm real. Do you ever wonder what it's like to race a real high-performance sports car? You know, like the ones those punk speed gangs drive on the freeways? Those guys really think they rule the road, right? I mean, where do they get off intimidating law-abiding citizens and taxpayers? You know what I mean? And you know something else? You are absolutely right. So you say somebody ought to do something about them criminal highway gangs. And VWBT says, oh yeah? Well, why don't you do something, Mr. Big Mouth? You don't have the car? We'll give you the car. You don't want to get arrested for taking the law into your own hands. Not a problem. You know why? Because it ain't real. It's a whole lot better than real, baby. It's virtual television, reality's worst nightmare. Here's the deal. Our chosen candidate and everybody with a death wish is free to apply, including men and women of either sex. Our candidate, who we call the Enforcer, gets a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to terminate a whole lot of slime balls, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. You see what I mean? Because it's all happening right here on BWBT, where the cops move over and the Enforcer takes over. We have 14 amazing racetracks in 5 totally different environments. We have cars you'd sell every drop of blood in your body to own. We have exclusive contracts with 5. Yes, I said 5.
I hope nobody's getting annoyed with this guy, because
With a pack leader you don't ever want to meet.
this is going to be half the stream, this guy talking.
In each mega race, the Enforcer tries to get past the pack leader's sidekicks, then catch up with their boss and eliminate him. The sidekicks try to stop that from happening. That's the kind of scum they are. And that's not all our hero has to contend with, I am happy to say. The track features a terrifying selection of symbols which signify things like speeding up and slowing up, and even blowing up. Who knows? Who cares? You want to know what happens if at the end of the race the Enforcer didn't quite overtake as many of these speed punks as he was supposed to? Well, we just stamp chicken on his face and send him home to mommy. Yeah, baby, these streets are mean.
What else was he in?
Let's just see if our Enforcer is ready to rumble a few bad guys. Hi there, Tiger. All psyched up?
Well, he's in our car as well.
Adrenaline pumping. Ooh, you're really scaring me. Okay, tough guy, now listen up. What you gotta do is score a whole lot of points. And the way you do that is, you slam those punks into the sidewall every chance you get it. High-speed explosions equals big points. Yes, sir, that's the magic of television. Wait till you hear this. Every time you kill a pack leader, and when I say kill, I'm talking virtuality, not reality, okay? In Mega Race, nobody actually dies. It just looks and feels like it, and that makes you feel a whole lot better about yourself, now doesn't it? Every time you kill a leader, you not only score big time, you also win some major bonus prizes. His personal music CD and his customized car are both yours. Take a look at this. You know what that is? Sure you do. It's the thrillometer. Anytime the excitement level drops into the gray zone, it means...
So this is Christian Eriksen. Oh yeah, I'm looking as well. Mega Race reboot in development. That's terrifying.
What happens when you finally blown away the last pack leader on the toughest track in them all? Well, that's
Who would want to reboot this?
score and see where your name goes in the Mega Race Hall of Everlasting Fame. And also which of our fabulous prizes you are going to enjoy.
I was in Counter-Strike, in Outcast, Rayman 2,
Welcome to New Sand, possibly the world's
Omicron, the Nomad Soul.
where only the loveliest people spend money in a fully sealed environment protected from outside reality. I think you'll enjoy BWBT's incredibly expensive Uptown Speedway. Sit back and dream about the delights of an elegant nightlife while the Enforcer does high-speed battle with a very brutal gang they have down here. They call themselves the Vultures, and they're brought to you by BWBT in association with Body Wipe, skincare for your automobile, because cars are people too.
I didn't watch these while I was testing. I just ran through a race and made sure the controls were working.
Here in New Sand, you'll get to know the Vultures. They're a speed gang with a lot of rage, and they like to liberate those strong
I knew there was going to be a lot of FMV, but
people
this
across
is
the highway.
so much talking.
Jailbait. He's seen your picture, Enforcer, and he's got some interesting plans for your face. It's time to select your Mega Race machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
All right. So I'm playing this with my big old IBM Model M, because as far as I can tell, the keyboard controls are the preferred way to play. Let's see. I think I had one preferred car in testing, but
From now on, you are on your own, Enforcer. And as I always say at this point in the show, have a nice death, baby.
the classic catchphrase. And here we go. All right. Let me remember what I'm even pressing. So it's comma and dot to steer. A to accelerate. I don't want to bump into the other cars. And then space to shoot. So as you can see, the background is just pre-rendered. And heavily quantized. Although not blocky, interestingly. Whatever they're using for video compression is not giving the sort of blocking artifacts you'd expect from an FMV game.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense.
If we get repeats,
You just won yourself a prize. And
I will skip those.
take a look. Say, I'd go
Because the end of race reports are always the same, just depending on how well you did.
a watch. Now, if anybody asks you the time, you'll be able to answer. How about that? Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. They couldn't find the legend, so they built it. Right here in the wonderful water world of Mava. And they call their legend Atlantis, the city neath the waves. And,
I've already almost finished my tea. We haven't
and
had more than a minute of gameplay.
you won't be getting wet, Enforcer. Our fully transparent race tool will protect you from all the denizens of the deep, except that is from the vicious speed gang specially imported at great expense by AquaTube, the fully transparent underwater race tube people. You may
Underwater race tubes are a staple of futuristic racing games.
Yes, you'll be defying death and gravity at the same time. You ought to stop and think about that. Magical Mava didn't have any vicious speed gangs, so we spent quite a lot of money and got one. The place sure hasn't been the same since these boys cruised in. We called them the Sharks, and I think you'll find them pretty snappy, if you'll pardon their quite amusing joke. Our ideas people came up with the name Hammerhead for the pack leader. He still hasn't decided if he's gonna nail you to the sidewall or bite your legs off. It's time to select your Mega Race Machine Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So some of them I think come with quite limited ammo. But you don't have to destroy all of the other cars. You can just reach the end of the race, I think.
Hey, I really hate to interrupt, tough guy, but there's only about a zillion viewers out there waiting to see you in action. So get in gear, baby. Choose a car.
I'm sorry for thinking about it for 5 seconds. Okay, I'll try this one. Ow. So there are markings on the track that do various things like speed you up, slow you down, add points, remove points. It doesn't feel very... I mean, I'm not limited on time, so... It all seems a bit pointless. But I do enjoy the music and the visuals of this level. A Lance Boyle VTuber would be terrifying. I guess I'm technically racing? I don't know. Can I actually overtake this guy in the corner? Well, I can go onto a speed boost and overtake. But for instance, I'm not sure that how I take the corner affects the, you know, the speed. I'm out of ammo now, so I'm just gonna try and not hit things. Mega Race Indiegogo from 2015. Oh well.
Oh, sorry, Enforcer. You didn't get the job done. It's return to reality time, old buddy.
Okay.
Gee, if there was only something I could do. Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea. Let's call the next contestant.
Oh wow. Game over.
Welcome to...
Interesting. So do we have to kill the boss? I don't actually know. I thought I was vaguely listening when he explained everything, but let's go back for this one that seemed to have lots of ammo. Wait, hang on. I thought I got way further than this when I mean, as in, I thought I got to the 3rd level when I was testing, even though I kind of lost. I don't remember restarting. So I definitely unlocked a 3rd. Car. I think when I tested... Yeah. Yeah. A watch. Cool. Yeah. Unless it's possible to just destroy the other cars from the side or something. It is like a Tiger Electronics game.
Can you? You
Okay, what did we guess this time?
covers for your car seat. If I were a contestant, I'd love to win those. I really would. You're watching VWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with Mega Race, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. If you have a hard hat at home, you may want to put it on now as Mega Race visits Factoryland. This speedway we call Industrial Park. It's a name rich with the atmosphere of burning truck tires.
You know what? Maybe a Lance Boyle VTuber would be pretty good if you had the whole
Armies of robots making armies. There's one over there.
catchphrases and the
Get back to work or I'll take out my can opener. Yeah.
TV logos and everything.
Wow! Is that corkscrew for real, or is the pilot slumped lifeless over the controls? Well, if he ever wakes up, remind me to fire him. But seriously though, folks, it's thanks to robots that people like you can spend all day watching VWBT. Just don't give them the right to form labor unions. That's all I'm saying. Who's gonna make you sorry you ever heard of Factoryland? Big Bob and the Power Tools, that too, baby.
My favorite band.
They're red-blooded men with beard cuts and sweaty heads. They don't like robots and they don't like robot lovers like you. Uh-oh, Big Bob's eyes are getting very close together. That's bad news for you, Enforcer. It's time to select your Mega Race machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So that one's new. Yeah, let's just save. That seems wise. What's the green button and what's that button? Novice.
And welcome.
I think we're on novice. So there was something about the thrill meter, and I know I had a quick look at the manual, and some of the things on the track lower our points or increase them. As a music video, I like it, you know, the environment and the music. They'd make great loading screens for my stream, for instance. Wonder if someone extracted them. I'm having trouble catching up. Maybe I need to hit more boosts. But I can't see when they're coming out. Are we going to be able to catch up? Oh, almost.
Oh, sorry, Enforcer.
I want to give it another go.
And
How about... Well, that car was faster. Oh yeah, I mean, I welcome fan art, no matter the skill level. Interesting. I'm out of ammo. But we've got loads of time left. Oh, that was a bit of ammo. Okay. All right.
can you keep up?
Yep.
You just won.
Prize. What did we get this time? We had a watch and then car seats.
A book. Don't worry, it's a fake. You were scared for a moment there, right? What a gag.
Pranked. You got me with that one.
Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. You care to guess where you are at this moment, Enforcer? Or what would you say if I told you the ideas people here at VWBT came to me one day and said...
It said there were 12 tracks,
What
right?
would you say if we told you we just paid good money for a used fractalian whale and we're going to build a racetrack where its vital organs used to be? Well now, Enforcer, my guess is you're starting to feel like you've been swallowed whole. Get your breath back, baby, because you're going to need it. Few have escaped the belly of the beast. They come from the finest families. Rich kids with attitude. That's what the headlines say. But behind the...
They have so much FMV.
What really goes on in the minds of the master class? Fractalian...
And there's so little to the levels.
Speed gang, yeah. Team leader. King Cool is so, tired of the ugliness he sees around him. He just wants to, blow it all away. It's time to select your Mega Race Machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
The worrying thing is, I'm having a better time playing this than, you know, some of the other games we've had on stream. Even though the analogy of Tiger Electronics game was pretty spot on. Alright, I'm out of ammo. He's got hardly any health left. So we can boost into him. And bumping is also reducing their health, and my health seemed fine.
Can you keep up this level?
What did we get this time?
A fabulous trip to the Seychelles. Hey, aren't they supposed to be islands or something? Aloha, baby. Me, Lance.
I think they did get this on Sega CD
Real universe.
and 3DO or something. I imagine the PC version is the one that looks the best in terms of
You're with Mega Race and
the FMV.
Lance Boyle. The authorities have been threatening to change the whole atmosphere of Terminal City for years. But the VWBT's got its gloves on, and we're punching as low as we can go. Our viewers want to experience pity for the poverty-stricken citizens of this area, and that makes me feel very humble. To think the good people of Terminal City are the constant victims of cynical self-seekers, that makes me mad as hell. And that's why we persuaded the city authorities to build this magnificent multi-billion-dollar racetrack for our exclusive use, right here in Wasteland. I just want to say that you've got a lot of responsibility riding on your shoulders, Enforcer. Strike a blow for freedom. You hear me? Terminal City's most degenerate speed gang is called the Scabs. They're very unstable, I'm sorry to say. Between races, we do carefully subject them to permanent sensory deprivation, except for the smell of blood. But it does no good, Enforcer. They insist on eating your kidneys. I assured their drooling leader, Rabies, that you only want to put him out of his misery. But he just went on barking. Luckily for you, this is virtuality, where getting eaten doesn't hurt a bit.
Yeah, lucky us.
Your mega
I was doing pretty well with that one, so I'm going to keep using it. I'll stop after this level, I think, because I could end up playing through the whole game, but I've got 2 other Mega Race games to show off. And I think this might be the high point. But I'm continuing to enjoy the music and the pre-rendered backgrounds.
An invitation to spend an evening out with yourself, including romantic day. All expenses paid by YOU. Do I hear wedding bells?
Yeah, I mean, everything except the racing is great.
You're with Mega Race, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. Are you ready for a marvel of virtual reality?
That would also be a good thing to clip for streams.
Minds, gaze upon the mighty Sky Holder and gasp. You're on your own for this one, tough guy. 2 laps, and the only thing you're hunting here is points. Lots and lots of score. So look out for the special Speedway surface markings. Viewers might like to know we've removed the brakes from the Enforcer's car.
I had brakes?
It's time to select your Mega Race machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
Alright, we've unlocked all of the cars. Yeah. I think we should move on to Mega Race 2. I will take a very short break to refill my tea. and we will be right back.
Hey.
All right, let's head over to the ranking list and see how we can even place this in the list. I undeniably had an adequate time with that. So I'm gonna have to place it worryingly high. Around these games, I would say that I was, and actually, Extreme G3. I did not have, like, it's kind of an, I quickly reached an annoying point where I felt like I needed, it's difficult, and I feel like I needed to grind currency to be able to upgrade in order to be able to progress. So I wonder if it should be lower. Tube Slider, Millennium Racer, and Aero Gorge are all not great racing games, but kind of fun. Like, I have nothing against these ones. I might have to put this at the bottom of that section. I feel positively about Mega Race 1. Let me just fix the font and font size. Futuristic, yes. Racer, barely. Kick-ass music, you know, hey, I enjoy the music. Drifting, no. Anti-grav, no. Weapons, yes, technically. Shortcuts, not as far as I saw. Mostly an FMV game. I don't hate it. It is downhill from here. So let's boot up Mega Race 2. I'll move over to the game screen first so we again capture the boot up. Oh, and I should copy the Chiron for the next one. Alright. Getting the games to behave in capture was also increasingly difficult as we went up the list. Good, that's working. Too loud. There we go. Update the label. Turn off the lights. Don't let the fact that it looks like we have polygons fool you too much. We have polygonal cars, but we still have FMV backgrounds.
VWBT is proud to present the show that rips reality's lungs out. That's right, it's Mega Race 2 time. I'm Dick Headley, and how's about a hearty hi there for Mr. Virtuality himself? It's your mega host, Lance Boyle!
That's a good look.
Why do you love it? Because on Mega Race 2, we show the pain. Well, somebody's got to tell the truth, no matter how inaccurate, isn't that right? Now, we don't enjoy showing unspeakable violence and meat-seeking missiles, even though they may not be real. No, we do it for the money. Only kidding, only kidding. We do it because it gives us a lot of pleasure.
You know what? I could make those glasses.
A lot of pleasure is my desirable...
That could be fun.
Mindy! Isn't she gorgeous? Tell us about that exciting new body you're wearing, Candy.
You like it?
How should I know? I haven't tried it yet. Only kidding, folks. You see, I believe in the sacredness of motherhood. It so happens Cindy's not my mother. There's a factoid for you.
I'm wearing an executive sweetie, Lance. It's the brand new body from Improved Flesh Incorporated.
It's a beauty, Linda. I was getting kind of sick of the old...
Don't think about it.
I am Lance Boyle, and you saw it first on...
VWBT, Lance.
That's truer than you think, Sandra. You don't happen to know what we do to reality, do you?
Well, we switch it off and throw away the key.
That's right. You're with Mega Race 2.
I like all of the weird
Mega Race 1.
robot person cameras.
Brutal. Tonight we have a totally fresh enforcer for you.
The implied totally messed up cyberpunk future.
Yes, he'll be mega racing for virtual television, experiencing major trauma and death at every turn. It's hell.
Well, you'll find out.
Speaking of enforcers, where'd the last one go, Suzanne?
There was a big gap between Mega Race 2 and Mega Race 3.
Send him back to real life. You see, that's where losers go when they die, Lance.
Oh, gee, that's too bad.
Tonight's brand new enforcer looks like my kind of man.
You mean he's wearing the new Lance Boyle body from Improved Flesh Incorporated?
No, he's more the handsome, intelligent type.
You're fired. Just kidding, folks. You'll be seeing Charlene or somebody surprisingly similar throughout the show. Believe me, you won't tell the difference. I don't, and I should know. So settle back as I ask Tough Guy here to mumble
I like how his teeth are completely ridiculously white.
Big and nasty, Tiger. Don't worry, folks. He can't hurt you. Deep inside, he's a warm and sensitive human being. They're people too, you know.
Oh, Lance, that was such a beautiful thing to say.
Remind me to fire myself. Let me explain the Mega Race 2 situation to the audience and viewers out there in lobotomy land. We've got 6 tracks waiting, but don't get too close because they haven't been fed for a week. These venues are so beautiful, you'll want to live there, just like me. Only you're not allowed to for financial reasons. To win a track, our tough guy has to race on it a number of times, kind of like a championship, if you see what I mean. Don't worry, I don't either. Now, the enforcer's gonna be up against a big bunch of network-sponsored psychos just like himself. To encourage a spirit of cutthroat cooperation, we've decided it's not necessary to win every or even any race. That's our way of prolonging the pleasure we know as pain. It's the driver who scored the most points after all the races on a given track who wins it and goes through to the next one. The other drivers are losers, and we send them back.
The actors are doing a great job
Families tend to avoid.
of intentionally acting badly.
Points, by the way, are scored by finishing a race among the leaders. And that's not money can also be earned by doing nasty things, for instance with misses and mines. Between each race, those lucky drivers get to spend their delicious dollars in the Mega Race.
Badly's not even quite what I mean, but you know.
How about that? Whoever reaches and wins the last track of all is crowned King Mega Racer 2. He experiences a sense of achievement and returns in regal triumph to reality, where he'll probably never readapt.
But he'll have his memories, Lance, long after we've forgotten him. And now it's time for VWBT's very own enforcer to choose his exciting Mega Race car.
It's the just discover the selfie cam. All right. Let's see. Yeah, this is the garage. I'm gonna pick a car. I'm gonna buy one of these, and then I'll buy a shield. In testing, that seemed like the best option. How do I? Well, let's hope we don't need that.
Welcome to the Foundry. It used to be worked by efficient robots with families, but not anymore. We had them recycled as television. You'll know if you're watching one from the screens. being tuned to virtuality is distressful to their metabolism.
Who's working the foundry now?
New outfits.
Nobody, Tanya. You're looking at a lifeless, dead shell, transformed by VWBT into the lethal racetrack it is today, as an homage to times long past when underarm dampness was only half the story.
Van, how come some of those machines are moving, Lance? I mean, if the place is shut down.
Optical illusion, Tara, created by VWBT's thought magicians, wizards of virtuality.
Oh, wow!
They can sculpt your mind into shapes unrecognizable to modern normalcy.
That reminds me! Isn't there somebody we'd like the audience to meet?
That's absolutely right! Bring 'em on, Dory! Now, don't panic, folks. What you're about to see is a tranquilized version of a vicious degenerate called Beer Guts, after his mother. If by any chance he overcomes his medication and lays a perverted hand on Terry, I won't hesitate to use this elegant device provided by Death Ray Lunch Incorporated. It's set to maximum to ensure fatal mortality and down-home barbecue sizzle. Kills them and grills them at the same time. Yeah, don't you love the concept?
Our enforcer could be on a one-way trip to the afterlife, Lance. He's up against Beer Guts here, one of the big favorites to win the foundry. Beer Guts is sponsored by Express Yourself, the long-lasting diaper for the entire family.
They're so soft, yet resistant. Isn't that right, Beer Guts? I could be wrong, but I think he's expressing himself as we speak.
Don't worry, Lance.
We're playing a racing game. This is just the intro.
Weeks of self-expression.
3 weeks.
Or we're watching
Oh, I thought
a movie with some annoying annoying interactive segments occasionally.
And resistant, you forget you're wearing one.
You've seen Beer Guts, big guy, and he's not the only one who wants to dismember your body. If you can't drive, you won't survive.
Oh, what? We're racing? What? All right. I can't remember the controls for this one. Let's see how it goes. Well, that's not it. Space is still shoot. Oh, it defaulted me to the mouse controls, which are really bad. I'm going to switch to the keyboard controls. Hold on.
I've got a feeling.
Keyboard. That's better. Okay. Lance Boyle. Yes, no. What's even the point of playing if we don't have Lance Boyle? Alright. Let's try this again. So the racing here is a lot more sophisticated, but not good. So it's just more annoying, and I'm going to be hitting the sides a lot more. So it seems to have the video, and then it's got a few static renders, and when you hit the walls, it switches to a static camera, the closest one. Ah. And as far as I can tell, you can't really explode the other contestants particularly easily. They do get in your way. I assume that option just skips the FMV segments between the races, but it would be quite funny if it did a Garfield without Garfield and just cut him out. Oh no. Oh, the physics are not great. Look at that. I need to be moving to turn, so yeah. It's very hard to turn around. Also, the races in the first game are really short if you just destroyed the others, but in this one we're gonna have to do 5 laps. I think in testing I actually didn't make it past the first race. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch up. Should I don't know, do I need to restart? Like, how do I actually catch up? Given that, like I said, I can't really... So there are multiple paths, so presumably one of them is faster. But because of the way it works, like taking the inside of the curve isn't any faster than the outside, so it looks like my speed might be a tiny bit faster than the average of the other cars. So is it just a matter of not bumping into things, which is in itself quite a challenge? Look at that. Oh. Not even... Yeah. I'm totally screwed as soon as I hit the side. So I assume the key to victory is mostly using your weapons to slow... Oh, great. Well, I guess you can totally destroy one of them. But mostly using the weapons to slow the others down. Not getting hit yourself, and maybe catching up a bit by taking the good branch if there is one that's faster. There aren't any on-track boosts so far, you know. Or pickups that would refill my weapons. End of race. Let's see what happens.
I've got a feeling about your future, tough guy, and it's a bad one. Thanks, Ludmilla. We'll let our hero pay his little visit to the Mega Race 2 repair shop. Remember to flush this time. You're with VWBT. And that makes me a happier person on levels of existence which don't have any.
All right. We can repair the car. We are repaired. Oh, I see. Our shield took damage. So our car is fine. There's lots of different weapons to buy. Big missile, medium missile, missile launcher. Oh, I see. Do we have to rebuy some of the missiles for the launchers? We do. We have to buy individual missiles. So I can, well, I can sell... No, I don't know. We've refilled on missiles. Round 2. What does that mean, concretely? I'm just going to try not bumping into things too much. Oh dear. Oh no! Oh, come on. Well, several of the other cars have destroyed themselves, so that helps. We're doing better. I'm wary of launching a missile when we're right against the other because I know that it'll slow us down when he bumps into our front. Right, now that I'm at the front, can I just not worry about it? Technically, I have mines. What was it? It was tabs, drop a mine? No, I'm not. No. Enter, maybe? Yeah. Right, I'm out of mines. I guess there must be some matter of rubber banding or whatever. The FMV sequences are more interesting than in the last game, but I just hit my own mine. That's rubbish. The races are way longer and more annoying. Well, I'm doomed. Oh no. one little bump and you can essentially ruin the entire race. Well, it's at round 2. I mean, is there a fixed number of rounds anyway, regardless of how well you do? I'd love to just see a different course. The music's very repetitive. It would be pretty good if it wasn't just a loop of a few seconds. Alright, we did pretty well actually. Now what?
This track's yours for the taking, tough guy.
Qualified for the next round.
Losers, they deserve it.
Alright. I'm gonna rebuy my shield. Please. Hello? We get half our money back, even for a totally busted shield. That's not bad. So the actual weapons are missile launchers, oil and mine droppers. I don't know. This doesn't feel very worthwhile. Really? We qualified, but we just race it again? That's terrible.
What's that awful smell, Lance?
I know what you mean, Cheryl. It's the enforcer. You lost.
Well, let's get rid of the creep. He's like so boring.
You heard Tiffany, tough guy. She doesn't want you around here anymore. I hate to say it, but she's got a point. Matter of fact, she's got a lot of them, but they're not for you, loser man. Maybe back in reality, somebody will put you out of your misery. We can't, because on BWBT, we like it too much.
Gone yet?
Well, game over. So what? We can save race replays or something? Amazing. See the credits? Yeah. Well, I wonder what the other races look like, but I don't think we're going to reach it in any reasonable amount of time on stream. So I guess it's time to switch over and check out Mega Race 3 after we rate this one. If it lets me free my mouse cursor. All right. That was bad. I did not have a good time.
WBT, and I'm Lance Boyle.
Let's see. Would I rather try to keep playing this or try to keep playing, say, Extreme G2, which also has really annoying physics glitches that make you lose the race. I think I would rate it definitely below Hydro Thunder and Kinetica, which were much more interesting. I think I'd probably rather give Extreme G2 another go, and I'd say it was more entertaining than Scars, which really has very little going for it. So I'm going to place it here. Can I copy the formatting if I do this? And then paste here. No, paste here. There we go. That's a bit of a better workflow. Futuristic, yes. Racer, barely. Kick-ass music, meh. Drifting, no. Anti-grav, no. Weapons, yes. Shortcuts, arguably. Races, way too long. Alright. Mega Race 3 is a actual wind... Did I misspell? Short cute. Mega Race 3 is an actual Windows game as opposed to DOS, so I can't run it in DOS box easily. I'm just running what comes off Steam. And I tried to get it like windowed and, you know, like playing nice with the desktop, and that did not work. So fingers crossed it will just capture properly. And I also need to fiddle. Oh, right. The other thing is somehow it's displacing my other desktop, so it just causes a lot of chaos. Give me a moment. I need to get the game capture working. No, it's not showing up. That's a great sign. It's crashed. Yes, no, there's no window for it. Steam thinks it's running. Let's try again. If it turns out I can't even Alt-Tab out of the game to set it up. Alright. Well, the window's there. The game capture's not working. Let's try window capture. Oh, it's stealing my input as well. This is chaos. Right. Let's see. Huh. The window's there. Oh, okay. Finally. All right. Let's not breathe on it in case it falls over, and then check that the audio capture is working too. I see what's happening. when it goes into like demo mode from the menu or something, it's changing my whole display resolution. Okay. Well, we've got Mega Race 3 audio in theory. Yeah. What's next? Okay, it's moving. All right. And it crashed. Let's try that again. If this doesn't work, I have a backup. The backup option is to play the PS2 version. It crashed. Okay. Oh, amazing. Just amazing. This is why this particular era of Windows games is just so hard to even play. All right. Let me see. Did the totally legal PS2 copy download? Yes. Let's extract it. Find my emulator. PCSX2 is it? Let's see. Since this was my backup option, I didn't I was only grabbing the file necessary. I didn't go so far as to test it, but hopefully it'll work. All right. I need to get, yeah, okay. All right, it's booting. Let's get it working. How many channel points to unlock period correct PC? That's an interesting option. That's increasingly tempting. I have a laptop that has a Pentium and runs Windows 98. The only question is how to capture it, really. I don't know what it probably has a VGA out, so I'd need to capture VGA to HDMI and then through my capture card. That's interesting. All right, I'll think about it. Game capture, PCSX2, that's here, and then audio, PCSX2, there we go, up, 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 out of studio mode, and where's the game? It's right there. It's right in front of me. You can do it. There it is. And I need to change the label. almost there. And I need a controller. I found that my PS3 controller, although it's quite nice, sorry, PS4 controller, the DualShock, although it's quite nice to play games with it, it just doesn't, it has a lot of lag compared to the Xbox One controller. So I'll be using the Xbox One controller. All right, there we are. Yeah, I'll check it out. That would be quite fun actually if I got that working, and it might make it a lot easier to do the Cover Disc Mondays as well as some of the racing games. Hang on. Something's wrong. The size of the capture is wrong. I wonder why that is. What do we need? Alt, drag. Yeah, that seems good. Is it worth it to play this? So the laptop that I have, I replaced the hard drive with a compact flash disk. So potentially I could use an old version of Demon Tools to mount an ISO of the discs.
Design disasters for you to race through and deadly assault ships you'll love. It's gonna get messy out there, big guy. When we say no survivors.
I don't like Lance Boyle's hair here.
This is picture television. You only look like you're dead.
Lance Boyle, yes. Alright, so this was quite a weird one when I was testing it. Do I want practice or arcade?
Hey! You found your way to the Mega Race practice session, and now your brain hurts. That's too bad, because you got work to do. You're going to go out there and learn how to handle a Mega Racer and its 3 exciting modes, whatever they are. Also, enjoy the lifelike plastic scenery.
Alright, yeah, let's do the tutorial. So there are 3 modes to the vehicle now. You know, the menu screens look cool, like it almost Wipeout-like. And this came out in 2002.
2, 1, go!
Yeah. So let's see. I was playing this on keyboard last time. I should have paid more attention to the controls. So this is the view on start. On select, sorry. And then on start, it's drop out of the race. So D-pad is controls. Alright, so R1 is attack. You know, the analog controls don't feel too bad. Are they analog though? Or am I just in digital mode?
I can smell your fear.
Oh no. Analog versus digital is PS1 thing. Alright, picking that up lets me refill my ammo.
The viewers want to see more terminations.
There was supposed to be something that changes. There it is. clicking the stick. Alright, so we've got a speed mode, a defense mode, and an attack mode. So in this mode, okay, we can boost in this mode. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's not something I've seen in another racing game. And is our boost bar the same thing as our ammo? Yes. Which, that's not actually that surprising. It's the same as in F-Zero, for instance. What, your standard racing on the outside of a tube section? So the objective here is to destroy 3 of the enemies.
Running out of gas.
I might as well restart this because I've completely lost the things I'm supposed to be chasing. You're still a baby. Right. So I need to collect ammo.
Die like a man, big guy.
And I'm starting with that ammo, which is an interesting choice. Because those guys are stealing all of it. Is my ammo slowly increasing over time, or does it work? I think it is.
You nailed him nice, big guy.
It's interesting. When I played the PC version, I remember just being able to quickly shoot.
Want to see more terminations?
They weren't stealing the pickups. Do I have to hang back? Yeah, it looks if I hang back, I can grab the pickups when they respawn. And then I guess I can try boosting my way back. We'll just catch up. Alright.
More destructive, big guy. Where they going, Enforcer?
Out of ammo already. This is not enthralling gameplay.
Chicken though. Killer mode. Where they going, Enforcer?
Oh, we died.
Chicken though.
That's because I ran out of booster. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see if I can just progress to the next. Back to the proper... yeah, sure, save the game. Arcade mode.
Welcome to Arcade Mega Race. That's right, you're allowed here. And this is how it works. So listen carefully because it's kind of complicated.
I don't like the set
You select a fabulous Mega
or the outfit and the hair as much in this one.
Race you can. If you didn't understand that, don't worry. You weren't supposed to.
It's a much shorter FMV sequence. Mouse gut. Alright, so we've got Cockatrix. Cockatrix, Titan, Scale. Oh no, sorry. This is big. With Cockatrix, Titan and Scale as the modes. Probably. Vulcane. Royal. I kind of like the look of Royal. Let's try Royal. This is a very busy environment. You know what? This is controlling and playing much more smoothly than the PC version did. Despite being emulated.
The viewers want to see more terminations.
What's that? Okay. It does have shortcuts.
Chicken mode. Fast mode.
Guess we might as well go fast mode. I actually don't know. Am I supposed to just shoot all of the other competitors or win the race?
Killer mode. I can smell your fear, Enforcer.
Oh, hang on. This is called Mouse Gut. Our speed is in nmh, nanometers per hour. So are we like a tiny... nanotechnology ship? The music is fine. It's not really worth paying attention to at the moment. How do I use these weapons? The other analog stick does nothing. So we've got our main cannon and then we've got these pickup weapons. Wow, there's really nothing happening, is there? Let's get someone to catch up with us so we can at least shoot them.
Let's see that again in slow-mo. Where they go, Enforcer?
I think we got them.
Yeah, nailed him nice, big guy.
Oh, interesting. These shots aren't homing, unlike the tutorial ship ones.
Chicken mode. Fast mode.
Oh, I don't have enough for the boost. There is dynamic lighting on the shot, but you don't really notice it in this environment. I think in terms of being worth playing, this might be the worst one yet.
Chicken mode. Fast mode. Killer mode.
Could we use up weapons?
Out, big guy.
Alright. Somehow we caught up. And we won. Let's see what this cutscene is like. What? Huh, and we can't... Huh, we have a completely different selection of ships. G-Cricket, Trinix, and one without a name? What? Are you okay, game?
Three, two, one, go.
This was a PS2 game. I mean, it really feels like a PS1 game in terms of the graphics and general lack of sophistication. I don't know. No, that's saying that's undervaluing PS1 games. But yeah, the graphics definitely are not. If you think about Forsaken,
I can smell your fear, Enforcer.
that had much more interesting graphics on PS1 than this does here. More interesting coloured lighting and so on. And of course Wipeout. All three Wipeout games.
Big guy.
Lance complains a lot if we're not shooting anyone.
Let's see that again in slow-mo.
This is less interesting to control and worse music than Y2K Racers for sure, which was a very weird game, but and kind of awkward as a racing game, but somehow more interesting. We're just not getting much FMV. Like, where's that FMV world building and fun acting?
Repulsion. Chicken mode.
I didn't even switch modes.
Killer mode.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that was at least something happened. I don't hate the textures. I feel like they could be doing something a lot more interesting with the lighting.
Invisibility. Chicken mode. Yeah, nailed him nice, big guy.
Oh really? I hit something?
The Enforcer's running out of gas.
I think I managed to boost into a bend. Oh, well. Yeah, technically more playable than Mega Race 2. But I also would not... I just don't want to play this. I'm gonna finish the race, but... like, at least Mega Race 2... You know, I would watch a cutscene compilation of Mega Race 2. At least.
Sayonara, big guy.
We lost. We don't get a losing cutscene either. They took away the fun FMV and did not add a interesting racing game to go with it. All right, that's enough of that. I'm not going to be kind to this game. Although it would be hard for a game to reach the very bottom now, because, as I said, Ampersand did make me physically ill to play quite rapidly. I would rather play Scars though. This is going right near the bottom. It's a bad game. It does not have redeeming qualities. Scars at least has a fun animal-shaped cars and, you know, a few fun visual effects. Futuristic, yes. Racer, technically. Kick-ass music, no. Drifting, not as far as I can say. Anti-grav, yeah, I guess. Weapons, technically. Shortcuts, I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, bad. Bad game. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of trouble to run. All right, let's bring some music back. All right. Rearrange my windows slightly. They were all messed up by the Windows version. Changing my resolution a lot. I said it didn't make me physically ill to play, but I do have a bit of a headache now as well. Oh dear. Well, you know what? Boabadino's suggestion of real hardware has me quite interested. I'm going to investigate that, and that would be a possibility for Monday's stream. I'm also quite tempted though to do a playthrough of a point and click game of some kind. So I'll see what I feel like. It'll be one of those two. How are we doing? Let's see. Yeah, I haven't booted up the laptop in actual years, so who knows how it's working. Oh, Corvus is streaming Cooking Simulator in VR. That sounds fun. So I'm going to send you over to Corvus, I think. As soon as I remember how to do that. I'll just do it from the chat on my own page. Every time I do a raid, I end up doing it in a slightly different way. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and it's time for me to go. If you, like me, have caught the Millennium Bug, make sure to watch the next stream or find me elsewhere on the World Wide Web by clicking on the links below the video. I've been Millennium Cyborg, keep that future vibe, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.